We're gonna start off with our 25. Does anybody not know what I mean by that? All right. You can wait till the 25, or I mean, it's up to you. But
Some sort of snap down thing.
yeah, your last everybody just be doing 25 of these every class. Just a quick drill. That's what you're doing. I'm buying it 200 reps. So we got a snap down to our front headlock. Okay, we start to circle. Each block gives a hip block. Okay, we just need to penetrate the elbow. We're going for close guard, arm guillotine. He's gonna run the defense. Pull himself up to the side. That's it. 25 of this. Sorry, just again. 1, 2, 3.
Who had that great fun?
Oh, probably me. I'm in transition, obviously.
Oh.
Got my ponytail and everything.
He just doubled down.
It's the only way to be. Here, hit 25 on me real quick, man.
Yeah.
Mm.
If you hit 25, I'll let you go 5. I'll go 5. You go 5.
Down.
Snap down. I'm gonna hit the block.
Arm.
Yeah. I'm gonna snap down.
Here, let's just bring this up.
Okay. So here.
Yeah, take your foot back so I don't like
Yeah,
head.
let's fall back. Let's fall back.
You gonna get that?
Yeah. Push your to arm right. You're right. Your shoulder goes back to it. And then like drive your weight into this ball, you hit back. Like this one. Yeah, perfect.
Both legs. Like put both legs. There you go. Now put all your weight on them. Like towards the spine. This neck spine.
Let's start circling.
Oh, yeah.
The arm. Look on bottom feet.
Yeah, he's supposed to be wrapping up.
Yeah.
Well, you got one of these in one end.
So you like poker? Okay, then we're gonna sit to our hip.
What's up?
You're next going for a high elbow guillotine?
An arm in. Yep.
Arm in.
Arm in guillotine.
Yeah.
Close guard for the second foot. So. That's my head. With your left, I think your left leg. Okay. No, this, step your left leg on my back. Step out, those like this, please say the leg on back.
Hey, Chad, I got a question.
Just sit to it.
And your
All I
left
saw
leg
was
has
the
to work.
opening day when he introduced it, but when you did your last move and you turned his hips on this side and you had his shoulders flat, was that intentional? Like you're trying to twist?
I just work it because that's intentional. That's what I mean.
Okay.
I mean, I think that's really what you said. If you're going to back and forth to work the legs flat.
Yeah.
You're fast.
I mean, like his hips were turned, but
Yeah, all the way to
his upper body was flat. I didn't know if you were intentionally trying to. Yeah.
I'm trying to down to flatten out.
But his hips turned. Okay. I couldn't remember if that was part of it.
Yeah, because if I work the hip flat, I can like take my knee over the legs, the ass. If I just keep working that way, it's like engraved or up there the last time I did it, Chomp. Hey, if you want some spanks, I got them at Academy for like $18.
What? You mean like?
Yeah, these
Oh,
are BCGs.
I like them. They look stick to my skin.
Yeah. You work at Snap.
Head up your chin strap. Surprised that we're gonna sit the big guard army game. I traded the job.
So the next is. post on that. So, right, so like once I get done.
Just did all the work. Everything.
I got a circle around.
Up to that.
You're gonna post here. We'll circle around.
I love it.
Well, you just-
It's set up. We're gonna put stuff in the reach. A friend of mine, who I've known that time, so he's like, with his vehicle, and really show you and all that stuff.
We get there.
Well, good, good. Yeah. It's, yeah, I'll go with you guys. We're only working so much.
I might have one back there.
So, it was like a person, but it's got 118,000 miles.
If not more, sometimes. You should see this, like 126,000 miles on it.
Farther than I had it from.
I've never seen such a green truck.
Yeah.
It was just happenstance. I was like, you still on that truck? Like, actually, I don't know. I know what it
No, just for a year. Like, I mean, that just happens sometimes, especially when people lie. They stay up. Until like they.
I think I was last.
Like I still got that.
So.
I would not have bought.
Very honestly, right?
We can't. It's I would, I like it. Yeah, I would. Probably gonna be real mine.
We should look at it.
It's done.
Yeah.
Hey, but you like, you quickly like,
So they're like on site.
after you compensate.
Where are we at numbers wise, guys?
What's the word? When you like do
Yeah.
something, it's like-
No, like, how many reps? Okay.
But special. We go. So.
Solid, come across all the people I know.
That's strong.
What's this? Pretty solid. Really here still, just a little bit. Everywhere else, I chopped yesterday, first half.
No, you gotta get this all
Right,
right.
4 laps. So.
Yeah, that's nice.
You were
I
involved.
Yeah. I'll switch sides, just
Just say, wait, how many reps y'all at?
I got 5, I'm like, 4.
Alright, let's stop at 10. Y'all can make up the rest later, I think.
10,
Yeah, let's just get 10. It's taking a little longer than I anticipated.
Yeah, I'm there.
So you're at stoppage when he's coming around for that. I think it's supposed to be.
Oh, sure.
I know, I think him arm back for it. And again. Don't question me.
Anybody else competing, JC, or just you?
Well, I can't.
I think it's good, captain.
That's probably,
Yeah, that's supposed to be this, was to get up.
Although it might just be me, because there's still nobody for this division, so it might be.
jumping into the Armin guillotine. Right? Or you guys gonna use something else?
On the YouTube, yeah, post on the hip, Camden, post on his right hip,
You're,
or his left hip, your right arm, yeah, there's it. No, his left hip, I said it wrong, sorry about.
your right hand on his.
Block him from taking your back,
Now I step around.
Yep,
step through the arm and lock it close guard.
sit through. And get the Armin guillotine.
Am I running this, guys? Yeah.
So that,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Let's use land. Okay. And,
so that had to go from wherever it is.
Yeah, once you do this game, you should be able to get the side control. That's the idea. We haven't covered that yet. We covered that on Thursday. But also, I think I taught it like 3 months ago, so it's in school if you want to go back and watch it early.
Yeah.
And then
you post on
Your shoulder. Needs to be tight. Those parts of the blow that we think is yes, right? Here with your shoulder, and it's part of the blow that we did. You know that?
I've got it.
Yes.
25? Yes. Guys, get 10 quick ones. It's okay if they look bad right now, they're meant to look bad for the stage. We got lots of other stuff we can cover.
I think you feel like I think you what you have, like, once you correct, once you select it, I think you all more into it to take it. I don't know, it's just what I just saw JC.
We just work on. They're just for fun. I'd like to see what that. So like this is scary.
What I'm saying, you see your elbow, you see how high your elbow is every time you're doing it. No, it's never should be high. Your elbow's being high. And he can easily slip out. No, your elbow needs to come. Go back in a sec. Dude, finish it. Go again. I'll open the twist tab. Oh, never mind. So watch your head. That way you keep walking. Yeah. No, the elbow space is going to come clean up. Like the elbow top.
Alright, I see.
Tucker's passing on the arm.
There you go. Tuck your elbow to your pocket.
I think you're passing on the
Take your chin up to his back.
thing.
What? Yes, your chin higher up, like bring your, there baby.
There you go.
Now squeeze. And tuck the elbow. There's your tap. Any other way, they're gonna slip right out.
You're passing on the choke side, he's passing on the arms, on the. He's
Okay,
coming
so
around
you got-
where he's got the arm.
Y'all good.
Thanks for. What time are you passing?
Run it real quick. You'll see when you do
Do
it.
it straight into the anaconda right there.
Okay. You're to the arm side. He should be able to get his arm up and go into that, to that side.
What?
We were having trouble getting his two blocks his information on the side.
Yeah.
Like, but if he's passing on the arms inside, it's fine.
I think. Yeah, it's super.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's just do two.
But that's, okay. This is. Australia. Run it to JC, please. Look at, make sure Chuck doing correctly here. So he's here, so he's supposed to stop that with his right arm and catch his left leg, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah, unless he wants, yeah, he's stopping for taking his back.
But if his arm is, Chad's clenched in here, he's having trouble getting his arm back to do the check.
Sure, I was just doing this.
Yeah, but when he sits back, watch Tucker will be able to use his arm, watch. Chad, as you sit back, Tucker, you'll be able to take your L grip of your hand and you'll be able to stick it into his hip.
Yeah, cause I just walk this way and I
Yeah,
come
put the
down.
hand in now, Tucker.
Well, sorry, I'm not understanding the problem. What's the question?
His arm's not posting on my hip. I can't, he's like trapping my arm and I can't post my arm on his hip, so I was just wrapping around his leg.
You should be able to
To keep me from. Well, if you have something on the outside, too.
Yeah.
That's all I'm really curious about. You don't want to, you just don't want to circle into the back.
So that arm wrap stops him.
Yeah.
Yes, it doesn't stop the choke,
Right.
but it stops him from coming around.
Yeah.
Right.
So that if you can L grip the hip, that'll save you the choke.
Right. They're in the way.
Yeah.
He's saying he can't get his arm back. Chad's got a trap, but every time I see you do it, you're pretty much. Chad, when he does it,
I thought very easy.
Tucker's leg was also up. He was hitting this.
Yeah, I thought Tucker could have reached it. As Chad started to sit, it would have been an easy L grip.
I just want to make sure I understand how he works.
Right, so
Put it there, Tuck, put it there now. L grip the hip.
Right, but also, you see how his foot's up? I would rather work to break him down.
Yeah.
And then I'd rather work on him when he's on a knee.
Yeah, I didn't.
Which is
break
also
them
gonna
down.
make it a little bit easier for me to circle, because here he's way more mobile as I start trying to circle.
Well, you're not gonna be able to circle with that leg up very easily. It's
Right.
that big.
So like if I can break it down, it becomes way easier for me to start circling.
Absolutely.
Then now you can like this, right? Right? All right, so let's get
Just the breaking down part.
let's get into, all right, quick review. Just the 3 points of control that we went over last Monday. I think we covered this Thursday as well. But remember, neck, all right? Shoulder in the back of the neck, not too far up, or else he's gonna be, as I creep up his spine here, he's able to start posturing up or circling out. Like I'm just loading myself. So if I really want to occupy it, like control a front headlock, I need control of the head. So I'm gonna keep my shoulder on the base of the neck, and then I'm driving. You can be on one knee or no knees. We always want to stay at least on one foot, so that, because if I'm on one knee and he starts circling with his legs, it's much harder for me to respond to this if I'm not active, right? Which would probably circle the other way, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. But if I'm on one knee, if I'm on at least one leg, as he starts circling, his foot's easier for me to track that. All right, so we got neck. This controls my shoulder, and his neck controls his ability to come forward. So even with no hands, as he tries to pressure in, I'm able to track him here. Okay. His ability to go back is hindered by the chin strap. Okay, so I'm just cupping his chin. And now he's going to have a hard time going forward and backwards. Okay. Lastly, I want to control this elbow, because this is what's going to open up all my attacks. It's also going to open up my back release to the back. It's also going to open up, it's going to give me the ability to break him down, kind of what you were doing just now when you put your leg up. This extra control of this elbow gives me another thing to pull in order to break his posture. So you can take this.
You're always using an outside grip, not an inside.
You can do, yeah, you can do either. So you can, as long as you can either reach around and kind of with a claw grip on the humerus here, or you can come underneath. It's up to you. You can play with both. There's no right or wrong there. The only thing that we care about is that you're controlling this elbow. Okay. This is also where his defenses start to mount. If he has a free elbow, he can start posturing, he can start framing, all that kind of stuff. So we want to make sure we have control of this, because this is where, really, if you have his head, this is where he's able to start building base. This is the root of him building base. All right, there's nothing on his hips either, but even if he gets his hips light, as long as I have that elbow, I've got, like, he needs this in order to start building that base and do anything effective with it. Lastly, retracted elbows. We don't want our elbows up like this. I don't want my inside elbow too deep. I don't want my elbow up and here in no man's land. Both elbows should always be retracted towards our lats, okay? Whether you've got a scoop grip or an over grip, my chin strap elbow and my secondary elbow should both be retracted towards my trunk, so that I'm actually, I'm using my lats, getting these involved, all right? Because also the more that I overcommit these elbows, those are the where his escapes are. Okay, you can go ahead and shoot this on through, and you circle his head out. But now he's taking my back. Any questions on that? We covered that last week, so I'm not gonna spend a ton of time on that. But if there's a question, I'm happy to answer. Let's do, let's do, our alignment game that we did from last week. So you're gonna start in the front headlock, and your whole goal is just to maintain an alignment with him the whole time. We're not trying to circle, we're not trying to choke him, we're literally just trying to, as he tries to free his head and circle, I want to maintain the alignment, and I want to constantly be looking at getting back down to his knees. Okay, so this guy, he can do whatever he wants to get his head out. He can even start, he can tripod up, just start, holding base, whatever he needs to do, circle his head up. Bottom guy, you can't do anything other than break him back down and try to remain in a line. That makes sense?
And by breaking down, you're talking about kind of moving back and bringing that elbow, like to control that elbow arm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Any questions? Cool. We're gonna run. We're gonna do 2 minutes apiece. Same person the whole time. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Are we starting with the ground?
Start from the ground.
we can start retiring.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you're gonna, well, start like this. Break you down.
Nick, I remember when you talked to way back, and I was, I'm like a skeptical of everything.
Elbows back, elbows back,
I was able
elbows
to.
back, hit the strap, get back down to his knees, pull it circle.
It's a new model. Yeah, and I was like, oh crap, this works.
Shoulder in the spine with a strap in.
If I did it right, it's good.
Yeah.
And it did make sense, because I was like, how am I holding him here?
Yeah.
He's flailing. He could move.
Right.
His reason is.
He's got step. I gotta get him. Yeah.
I don't know how to break it. How do I break him down?
You can,
Jason, what's that? How do I break him down? What's, like, if he's, you said move off your circle and pull down, is that?
Okay, right now, whatever you think you gotta do to get both his knees to the ground, you do that,
Okay.
without letting his head up.
He said break it down.
Yeah.
Okay, Tucker, you're supposed to be controlling that elbow with your left hand. That's part of the reason. Did you zone out when he was talking about that? Okay, control, well, I see you gripping like you're gonna arm guillotine.
Yep.
That left, your left hand is supposed to be controlling that elbow on that side. Part of the breakdown process is to drop back and pull him down and keep him posted with his right hand. Constant pressure driving into his base of his neck. And control that one.
Yeah, there you go. I'm pulling to the ground. Makes it harder. I know.
There you go. Keep that leg back. Drop. Snap down. Yeah. Don't ever let up on that pressure on the base of the neck.
Yeah, I know.
I like the chin straps actually, it doesn't feel super quick.
have your own set.
I run this because what you're, I run where you're.
Me around. Like stolen a dog.
I get jealous of these straight one.
Yeah.
Here. Put his head in, and grab here. And he's sitting through, that's if we want the leg lock. No want the legs. We're sitting through. Correct? Yes, he sits through the option.
He sits through 4 drives.
Or he does the leg step over here.
Hey, Tuck.
Yeah,
Let him run that on.
Remember? Yep.
he gives a dark show and a few other guys.
Just so you're not.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's not you can, he does like his.
No, he was just telling
He
me.
just got back in here. It's like his second class, trying to take it easy on his back.
Next, with the in-person, you felt the strap, there's no. I tried the,
Try anything.
Kind of like just.
Going Archie, step through, shoot this other leg through. Everything's.
And then this talks through, you want to keep your broke down, so now you got to grip other hand. I'm trying to get more.
You're grabbing further down. So what, okay, tripod, yeah, just tight.
Yeah, good, good, stick, and do it.
I ran used to be, yeah, I did a workout, ran. Very good. Where I tripod, start tripoding.
Yes. This is even stronger. You grab the back of the knee.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you go to the option from there.
Just.
And there's, you know, first, you did something where we ran into a Russian. Remember that?
All right, I got.
No, one goes to like a Russian gets like on the inside off.
30 seconds, guys.
You'll see it's like next door. I never tried it. He almost takes you into a Russian arm, but it takes you to
No, you can
outside or inside out.
Yeah.
I would pull guard right in.
I taught it, but it. Yeah, it's. I struggle with it sometimes.
All right, gentlemen, let's talk about, a little bit of theory and then get into some transitions from here. The front headlock is, like we said last week, it's maybe even more so about dominance and, positional control and your ability to create pathways to improve your position towards an end game. The front headlock itself is not necessarily like end game. It can be, but no matter what, whether you choose to actually try to employ a submission from there, it's always a stepping stone to an even more dominant position, namely the back. Like that's ideally what you'd be going for from this sprawl front headlock. But the way that we get there often is by creating the limits for them where they have to actually react to a real submission with the threat in order to open up the pathways to the back, or vice versa. As we start to circle to the back, submission opportunities open up. You're seeing this already in the flow that we're doing, right? We start circling. They have to, if they respect that at all, they don't want you to take it back. They have to post that on the hip. They got to get something in between your hips and their back. When they do that, they open themselves up for army guillotine. That makes sense. So oftentimes this position is interplaying back and forth between that. Like you might attack, circle, go back to an attack, circle again. It might just keep flip-flopping. But as long as you're disciplined with those 3 points of control, retracted elbows, got our base where we are, our shoulders not too far up, but all those fundamental things we just did, you can dictate everything from this position. Like they're gonna have a really, really hard time. Like discipline is heavily rewarded in this position. If you want.
Can I add just some really important things to what you're saying? Can I use chat or use it? Sure. All right, guys. Gordon actually talked about this when he won like the 2019 ADCC. He uses this chin strap, guys, so freaking much. If you guys can do what JC just had you do for 2 minutes, it's unbelievable how much you can wear on somebody if you can really do it right. Number one. Two, come back. However they're going, the beauty of this, I can push him, I can pull him, I can chuck him this way, and I can pull him this way. I can basically make a full circle with him in this position. Tell me many places in jiu-jitsu where I can do that to somebody else. Not very easy, right? So this is a very great place to be reactive, not just active. If I just emphasize that. Reactive. Chad moves, whichever way, I can be reactive. See what I'm saying? Now here's the beauty. He just went backwards. Well, what do I do? I'll go backwards with him. What's he gonna do off that reaction? And that's my guillotine. He just went into it. You see that? The reaction I wanted to make my guillotine happen. He did it. I didn't do it. Use these strong positions to not only be active, but reactive. Okay, this is the problem with most new people. They're like active. I gotta tap, tap, tap. Well, it's easier if you react. You get the tap easier if you react when they act. Okay, so play that. You're in a dominant place. When they move, move with them. If I want to take his back and he's aware of it, and he's moving one way or the other, I'll play against that. So if he moves to the left or right, either way, okay, I can use that, or I can use that. You see what I just did? You can go with it, or you can use it to your advantage. He's dictating that for you. You're just reacting, and it benefits you way more. So use this. This is so strong. Don't just use it to get 1 or 2 steps. Use it to just base everything off of reacting on him. Does that make sense? Okay.
I like a throw by from you.
Huh?
So like
Yeah.
a throw by.
Throw bys? Yeah.
I've seen them.
You can shuck, like give them a nudge with the bicep, and their reaction is to go into you, right? Well, that's where you get the bypass. So if I nudge with like a bicep, his reaction is to what? Nudge back, right? So when I do this, he nudges back. Just let him go. You see, he did it. I did it. I just moved my arm. I pulled the, the red thing in front of the bull out of the way. And he just got baby. See what I'm saying? He reacted. Way better than that.
Cool. Thanks. Any questions on that? Think of the front headlock, like I said, as a gateway to more dominance in the game. You could sub in there, you can, but if we're talking about percentage wise, like what are our highest percentage techniques that lead to success in competition? We're always going to look for the back, like I said, back of the mount to the back probably, right? Like so always have that in mind, like in terms of when you're. It's more than just being able to sub somebody, like you're saying, like the game is played not just from, yeah, I could go for a sub here, it's played with strategy and tactics in mind. What's gonna give you the best chance of submission where there's way less resistance, way higher success rate? Oh, it'll be the back. Or a low block if you're building.
Be more of a reactive grappler, 100%. But yeah, all of this so important. Just get that in your brain. Yeah, don't. If you think about submissions from a turtle's choke, like a front headlock, if it fails, you put yourself in a bad place. You're on your back. Whereas if you circle around and take his back, you put yourself in a bad place at all. So I would say the last submission in these positions, unless you just dang sure know you got that sucker, don't go for it. But if you know you got it, guillotines are deadly. I mean, you see MMA guys who just bull through those things, go to sleep. If you got it, it's yours. But be careful because if you don't, they're coming on top and you're going to get messed. I'd rather not risk that. Be reactive.
And we'll go over this on Thursday. Thursday's one of our, obviously, our submission focus night, but as long as the great thing about this particular variation of front headlock is as long as we're disciplined with those 3 points of control, we often can spam submissions and not have to, and until we like fully decide to commit to it, we can like spam submissions and still relatively remain safe and in control and be able to dictate the position still. And also really we'll go into this further in the month, but I mentioned this last week on Thursday. When we lock a head and an arm up, anytime, we always follow that. Like I always talk about being lazy. That's one of those few moments where we're not lazy. Like once we have a head and arm locked up, we've locked our hands around the head and arm. We follow that no matter where it goes. Because we always, even if you sit to an army guillotine, right? And you're just not able to finish it for whatever reason, or you sit through to it, we roll through to an anaconda and they start coming out, start beating you at the elbow. As long as we still have locked head and arm, locked hands around the head and arm, we can pull through. Now we're going to the darts. We can pull back to the middle and we can roll up into a mount of guillotines, all kinds of, it's similar to Kimura. That's what we talked about last week. Follow. As long as you follow, it's not as good for your fourth, but it's, I think, second best. A lot hands around the head and arm is like second best in terms of just like being able to
Raw control.
Transitional control. Yeah, Kimura is definitely best, but don't give up the head and arm. Yeah, the head and arm. Okay.
You can, I was just going to say, if you have a head and an arm, you can do 360 degrees around the entire body and choke the man out. Don't let it go.
As long as your hands remain.
As long as your hands remain intact, you can track all the way around and choke all the way around. It's 3 different chokes, but it's there.
Yeah, and be here on Thursdays if you want to cover that stuff, because those are the days this month.
Yeah, be here Thursday. Be here Thursday. I won't be here. I'll drop. I'm just trying to promote for you. I got you.
Thank you.
Y'all better be here Thursday.
All right, so in terms of talking about this as like a transitional state to improve our position, let's obviously talk about how do we find the back, because that's the most obvious positional improvement we can make from here. I can see his back, so therefore there's the back exposure, right? The only thing that's really in my way when I want to take his back is this elbow, right? So one of the 3 things that we talked about needing to control, it's that elbow. That's the thing that's going to prevent us from getting to the back. So the first thing I want you to first thing we're going to do is a cradle entry. This is not necessarily going to the back, but I do want you to go ahead and drill this one, and then we're going to drill some go behinds with whatever time we have left, which will get us to the back. But this is one way to at least get the guy down, is a cradle entry, specifically if he starts tripoding, right? If I feel like I'm starting to lose this and I'm not able to get him back down, we can start transitioning cradle, but we can also hit it when he's on his knee. So the first one we're gonna do here, for whatever reason, I can't really give him any good solid threats. I don't feel like I'm getting anywhere. When I'm ready to fire for the cradle, the first thing I need to do is start cutting my ankle. So I'm gonna start moving out. As soon as I start cutting this ankle, I'm gonna drop my head into this hole here. So I want to drop my head right here to the inside, okay, right behind the elbow. I still have my chin strap. I'm just dropping my head into this hole, into this pocket. Next thing I'm gonna do is sit through to this hip. Okay, if Chad tries to get his elbow out right now, quite difficult. Okay. Next thing I'm looking to do is reach through with my head remaining in the hole. I'm reaching through, finding this calf muscle. I'm gonna start to use my outside foot to circle, to continue like circling around. You can put him down right there. Okay. From here, we can just pin him, or my more advanced guys, if you want, you step up. And we're in the rematch. Right, and then you can work that in there if you know it. Otherwise, don't work it. You can take the pin or you can hit the legs there. All right, so one more time.
Am I bracing on the hip edge?
No. You want it. You can.
No.
He's rotating.
We're assuming that I'm beating your elbow there.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
But if
Good question.
he does try to brace, he's gonna break his arm. He's going all the way to the side.
Yeah, I know that's when I was trying to reach out, like, when I was going.
you shouldn't be able to if I'm
I
doing my job.
was making it really hard. I was like, I can't do this.
Head placement is really important. Remember, behind like the armpit, elbow, because the next one when you tripod, the head goes through the pocket.
Yes.
If my memory's right. So that head placement, I know a lot of people when I taught it last, they would just stick their head up under their stomach, and it doesn't give you
Oh,
the
yeah.
leverage.
I'm actually trying to round it like a pole
You got it.
and then drive back into it as if
That's right.
right here. Let's just say I don't want him to prevent me from taking his back, right? Where's his elbow got to go right now? See, it's got to go up here. So I want to restrict his ability to take his elbow back or out. I always want this elbow staying here or inward. So if I just did that even, right? Like that's one, like that's fundamentally what I'm looking to do just with my head. So as I drop into this hole, I'm not looking to drive forward. I'm looking to round the corner backwards, constantly looking to take his elbow this way. That makes sense? Okay. All right, so one more time. I've got my front heel lock. Nothing's working. I start to circle. I drop my head into the hole. Okay. I'm driving my head this way. Okay. Like that way towards his far shoulder. Or even towards his head. Maybe is a better cue. I'm going to sit through. Okay. I still got locked hands at this point. Now, reach through, grab the calf muscle. Now I'm going to use my outside leg. Sorry. Scissoring. Building height, and then I can go in the leg spot after. Questions on that?
I have a question. I don't want to critique, but I think you grab the calf and then you sit through because it makes it collapse. Am I wrong? It's been like 5 years, so don't judge me.
Yeah.
Right, JC? But if we're here,
In fact, the calf happens to sit through.
it's after, it's not before?
Yeah, it's after.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because the sit through makes them collapse.
That is when they're tripoded. Then
It's when they're
then we
tripod.
go elbow deep. But when
Okay.
we're not tripoded, we
You don't
Sit through
sit
first.
through until after, or you do the sit through before you grab the calf. But in the other one,
when they're tripoded, we go elbow deep before we sit through.
okay, sorry, I messed it up. Sorry, but you fell when I sat through.
Yeah, it's extremely uncomfortable, both of you do it.
My memory is,
I was already getting choked before I even got.
I thought you sit through and they fall. So that's something wrong.
I think I remember the elbow deep on the tripod thing.
Yeah.
I know, y'all around.
I wrote reach for the inside leg for some reason, the other leg for a different one.
No, that's when we go for the Russian.
That's the, here's my.
You drag the arm through and you reach for the other leg and you get the Russian arm, it goes into outside. This goes. It's just pretty precious.
What's holding his left arm?
Any question on that?
What's holding his left arm in when you let go? Let out his right arm? When you let, is it his head and is it your head? His head?
It's my head, and the fact that I've also sat through.
I know you have.
Yep. Just there's nothing, you get like, at this point, when I drop my head into the pocket.
Yeah.
And then that's it through.
Oh, okay.
There's nothing, there's no way he's getting that elbow out now.
I couldn't see
Like,
that.
really try.
I couldn't see the pocket.
Or anything like arm and guillotine.
So I want to also make sure when I sit through that my hip is at least parallel, if not past the elbow too, because that's what's putting that big wall in between. All right, let's run 10 of those and then circle back up, all right?
Yeah, I mean, you start going around, arm and guillotine, grab it.
Really?
Yeah. I was like.
You have the clip on your phone.
Yeah, I'll show you real quick.
I got a phone too. Fast forward.
You're gonna bring your.
Tighten up that elbow, Tuck. Your left elbow's gotta be snug. Tuck it in. It's on the computer.
Not if we get it. Oh. I don't think so.
Get your head under his arm, Tuck. His armpit and drive to his far shoulder.
Yes. When you guys sit there.
Right leg?
I couldn't really see.
Which leg am I sitting through
You
with?
sit through, your right leg is gonna sit through.
It's not easy.
Yeah, deeper, like do the hips.
So.
Don't you grab the cap and pull it up?
Yeah, now do your hip switch.
Boy. I see the run do it like you're doing.
Yeah, slitting.
Get their check-in video on something like.
I thought I did it right.
You should be facing that.
Yeah, I could feel like a blood could cut off.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I could feel it in my eyes.
Here, let me do it.
And then you can pull it. I don't know.
Somebody's bleeding.
It felt really weird.
That'll do it.
Yeah, because the first time,
The first time he was, he like kicked him over, he completely collapsed, and it was a little weird. Yeah, I was like, you have to like, hold, like that. Yeah, it's. That's what I asked, it's like, I don't think something out physically possible. Kick in.
Yeah.
Down, still have this, it's like,
Right.
posture up for.
So
JC.
I figure out.
you're supposed to lift your head up. Yeah. You. I'm sorry. So, whenever, or y'all like to, can't get it to where you can like, slide through and grab it and stuff. Kind of like, what you're saying.
Help, please.
Down.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember, off of, like 4 years ago.
What's the question, guys? Sorry.
Try to drill it.
That, I think so. All four of them got
You guys
questions.
got questions?
My bad, bro. I was showing Nick,
Yeah.
I'm sliding.
So your head is in the pocket, would you like remove your head after you, like when you go to sit through it?
The head isn't where it needs to be.
Your head's
So
So you're.
really uncomfortable.
Guys, your head never leaves. Like ever, even as they come down.
So you're crunched up like that.
Yeah,
So when I sit through.
yeah, so. You. Just drop by.
So he's here.
You're just like circle.
I brought my hand to that pocket there.
You feel me?
I'm driving up and back. And I said to my hips,
There's the right hand.
right here.
Oh, your head here.
Up against my arm.
Like, way else, look at my finger.
Yeah, I'm still in there.
Yeah.
Hey, but you're pushing side, it's 4 to 45.
I only will let it go if I choose to.
Now sit there, my shit.
I got it.
Yeah, that's right. I'll reach out, grab my arm, my leg, and try.
Go for you to
Yeah, keep my head like leave it there.
Okay, yeah,
I just have.
maybe try to angle your, maybe you need to angle your hips up.
Leg lock?
Because you should be near perpendicular.
like, my hips are square with their lats, the side of their body, almost, here. Yeah, because you're overcompensating your neck muscles if your hips aren't in line.
When you're grabbing, you're pushing it like forward and shake it out and into. Right.
The Ashi entry? Yeah. Yeah, so like, if I already got him down.
Yeah.
So, I'm taking one step in order to pull my hips in.
Over his leg.
No, just the inside of the leg. And then I'm
Sitting through.
well, you let go of the head before you go for the legs.
Yeah.
Guys, angle your hips out, or like cut an angle as you drop your head in, okay? Like, or otherwise it's probably gonna feel pretty uncomfortable with your neck.
Chad, what I see is you work for his belly instead of in his armpit.
Yeah.
When Jason's doing it,
Your head just,
you have some tension in here. Your head, remember how he said, don't put it on your stomach, your head feels contorted. Put the head's supposed to kind of drive. You're driving, so I'm driving literally, right, you're literally driving here.
your head forward,
But if you get off over here,
Yeah, it's gonna feel awkward.
circle your hips up. And drive your head towards his hip.
you step through.
This is what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah.
Lines out of the lines.
It makes it hard to move.
That was it.
Circling out.
He broke his leg.
Yeah. That out here. It's right there.
You're gonna trust that elbow real hard. Yeah, that way. We're gonna come back a little bit on the, bring this right out here. Cause you're doing the same thing, you're in my belly. Yeah, right there. Cause yeah, come down. I'm gonna get, oh, yep. Just there. Yep, grab the leg. You got it. Really?
You're lacing the leg. JC's not doing that. All right, yeah. You're supposed to be doing sit through, not lacing.
Oh, should I do listen?
Went super deep and caught his leg.
Dunker's always trying to argue with you about what he did when you said you're watching.
What? I don't think
Dad.
he's aware of what he just did, but
I'll give him your stuff.
okay, so let's say you're lacing between his legs. JC's just sitting
You're
through.
making this as uncomfortable as possible. It's like,
Well, I know, this one, I don't know.
Yeah, you're stopping yourself.
how can I hurt myself to do?
Yeah, okay.
Anything else?
Keep pressure up. Yeah. Then grab the calf and start moving in. Bring your left leg up and post to go. Yep, that's it.
This should flow like.
Yeah, I was wondering why, like water, I was wondering why it's hurting so much to do it.
Yeah, if something's hurting, please stop it.
Well, we were,
No, you go until something breaks.
Please stop it. Nothing I'm teaching should hurt unless I'm injured.
You hear it snap.
Yeah, I was like, why does this suck so bad?
Yeah.
I'm getting tapped out of my own.
All right, let's go ahead and knock the watch out. You can do one more.
I wait.
Okay, all right, let's do a variation real quick. So it's very similar. We're just gonna change a couple of steps here, okay? So instead here, he starts tripoding up. Okay, now if I do nothing, this is pretty bad for me, right? Like I either can work on bringing him back down, right? Or I'm gonna have to, like, he's gonna continue building up and standing up and, you know, eventually I'll lose this. Right, so I can either break me down or we can hit a cradle from here. The first thing I want to do is get active, start circling out, ankle. I want to put my head, when I was talking about head in the hole earlier, the hole's going to slightly change here. All right, I'm going to the pocket now, not here. So now I'm going to drive my head towards the pocket. At the same time, I'm looking to catch elbow deep on the knee here. Okay.
Well,
Stay, try to stay up, Chad.
Try to stay up.
Yeah, okay.
Try to stay up.
here, let's just go slow. Let's get slow. Here, I'm gonna lock my hands, okay? Now I'm gonna sit through. And now I can start pushing off of this leg and putting him down here. Okay, from here we can hit that same entry, or if you'd like, you can come over the top and so we can start splitting the legs and making his leg really uncomfortable.
Hey, you see the Darce chucks lined up right there?
I don't need to go to that chiropractor anymore.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm bendy. I'm big and bendy.
All right. So we're here. We can start the tripod up. Oh, tripod up. All right, we're gonna
I'm
start.
slow, big and bendy.
We're gonna start circling. Okay. And then I'm looking to put my head in the pocket. I still have my chin strap.
Your pocket's different now, right?
Huh?
This
It's different.
pocket's
It's
different.
it's in my pocket actually, like
Right.
like hip.
You're not into the arm anymore, you're
No,
I'm in
in
the
the hip pocket.
If you stay in the head, you almost can't go elbow deep on the leg.
Yeah.
You're not long enough.
All right, now I'm looking to go elbow deep on the knee, and I'm looking to lock my hands.
From here, I can sit through, and I can continue walking around. And from here, we can pin. We can go into the leg.
We can set the Darce, or split, or
Yeah, this is probably the best one. Step over. All right, and then we can start to put his legs.
and then we can go into the power rack system, or Darce, whatever you want to do. But power rack is awesome. It's OP and it sucks. It makes you like really feel good. I highly recommend doing that. Alright, question on that one? Alright.
It's like the RCP 90s on GoldenEye 007 on the 64. Played that literally yesterday. That game? It's on Nintendo 64?
That's on Xbox.
GoldenEye?
Yes.
It's on the Xbox.
They have it? The original? Did you guys ever play License to Kill? Where like you breathe in the littlest bit of smoke and it kills you?
Love the video. Never played.
Well, you die like with one shot of everything. You die.
That was realistic, like
It made it so much more intense when we were Duke Nukem? Yeah. I remember Doom? Yeah. Oh yeah, secret cheat code on the PC.
I still make that.
Tucker's a Doom kid.
Did you play? I played all three of the fresh ones.
Oh yeah.
He liked the same retro.
Come back to the cheat codes.
Oh yeah. I rage quit on the second.
What was it? ID, KFA, IED?
The second one. I rage quit on it. Is it like? Yes.
You know, we built that.
All right.
Well, I said take off ones, guys.
Sorry, I'm talking too much.
Sorry.
Be there.
You would have had a hard time, but it doesn't matter if you're elbow deep, you don't block. Elbow deep is gonna injure you.
Elbow deep with your left arm.
But if you don't get elbow deep, you're gonna have a hard time. Absolutely that, but you should be able to do it when you drive. Sometimes reaching is gonna be
Or
harder.
your arms together
and it down.
right.
It should flatten the leg where you get clasped.
Now you can,
You understand what I'm
it's
saying?
through, and still get the leg back right there. Once he's over.
Alright, let's stay a little stubborn.
But get your head in the pocket.
Elbow deep.
Or get locked. Yeah.
You clasp your hands, right? I'm not giving you crap, right? So drive me anyway.
That's what I did.
Oh, class. Class. When you start getting collapsed, your hands go.
Okay.
As long as you're elbow deep. Then your hands get weak. Like you have to go against different size. Some people are your less, but you're not.
Got it.
Oh geez. Then you may not reach him, but knock him over. It's okay. Doesn't matter, bro. What's up? Slaughtering.
She's gonna build a
Come on, Mike.
Here.
Yeah.
There.
I practice this for 7 years.
You make a really tight.
Yes, and then you're stepping with my right leg where?
So, where I want your forehead in his hip. Yeah. Right? And you can be. Are you gonna put your picture on his knee? Are you?
Yeah. What is step out?
I'm old, bro.
You're gonna sit to your right.
I'm 43.
If I So you're kind of staying on the outside of your head?
I don't know, if I did anything, it'd be a fight. I do a cage fight one last time.
Please do whatever we come out, just work, you know, before making that. Elbow deep.
But, I'm,
Drive off this leg.
No,
I'm just here to help you get better.
Yeah, but try to stay on that hip that you had set. Does that make sense? Yeah, because you see how you're starting to lose them?
Yeah.
If you had stayed on your hip, you would be on more on his shoulder. Yeah, we're looking, if we can't lock our hands, we prefer to, just go like what your system. So, right.
It's never in my
Start to circle here. If I can lock my hands here, I want to, but if I
You're just done.
but if I can't, I still want to try the whole time, as if I could, even if I can't make them touch. I'm gonna sift through, and then I'm gonna use this to drive. But like, you see what happened? Like, look, Dick was just saying this. His leg just gave, so now I actually can lock my hands.
Yeah, I didn't.
Right, but you see how he's on his side now instead of like on his back? This makes it, first off, easier for me to enter that dart after I step in. If he's on his back, it's gonna be way harder.
Do you want us to, when we first start, just try to point it out? And we have our head up and do you want us to grab the elbow and the finger?
You don't have to work here.
I got it.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, let me use your computer, so JC, let me use. Like, the elbow is important once you start to come around the side.
Yeah.
Like, once you have it beat here, what can his elbow do? It's like, it can come backwards, but it doesn't stop me getting what I needed out of it at all. So read about the elbow right?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So sit through. And here's the other thing, like, I wouldn't be nice about this. This is a hook. See how I just went right into the crease of his knee?
Yeah.
If you go into the cavity, it's just like, you gotta get right here. And if you leave this much space, he's covered. So when you transition over into this side, you gotta make sure your legs are right. Right?
I was just asking because at first I had the elbow grip at that when he was trap potted and JC had it. Won't matter at that point.
Like the elbow's important until you start to come around. And this, at least in this technique,
He's saying he was afraid of nothing was monitoring the elbow after he reached it.
yeah, and I'm like, man,
Well, your body's in the way. So your body's like.
the elbow can't do anything that's gonna stop you from doing it. It doesn't help you enough.
You're supposed to have your elbow deep on the left arm before you do the sit through, right?
Yes. Yeah, this is it.
You gotta reach up there and
Now
grab.
take your head to his hip, his pocket, literally his pocket.
Yep.
Okay, clasp your hands if you can. Now sit through and drive into his hip.
Yeah.
That was it.
Like, you shouldn't have to drive your body. You should just.
We should totally go now. That's, yeah, we should.
Try to.
prison map was my.
Right? As we step around all and our head isn't gonna hurt. My sit through should be what takes him over. More than driving, like driving, watch my sit through.
Oh, Billy, now.
It makes him fall. You see?
Then we encompass his leg nice and tight before we ever let go of the chin strap.
His weights, it should take him that direction.
Yeah.
It's like,
Take a sit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
yeah, like you go use this.
Yeah.
Like, sit through.
And then as he tries to, pop it, and, tapping off his, bring it back down. Play the elbow. It's terrible. Yeah, it's not more.
But make it a hard sit through. Hard sit through. Hard sit through now. Hey, but that's like, bro. What am I gonna do for you? The voice. That's all. All you need is ears for a moment. Don't look at me. Do it again. Because you looking at me. Listen, you looking at me took your head the wrong way. Absolutely. That's the way you're going.
Shouldn't sit there, you like fall on your knees.
Yes. Look, I'm here. Okay, I'm postured up. My head's in all the places. This leg just simply sits through.
Or you double.
Everything else stays exactly the same. Sit
Yeah,
through.
then when you do that, you really manage your size.
No.
And you're gonna keep it in the pocket.
Your head keeps going up. You, when you sit through, you pop your head up. Why? I don't either. It needs to stay. elbow deep, watch my sit through, move stuff.
Drive with your head, yeah.
Drive, look, I'm almost pulling, and my head's almost just staying, and I just sit through.
I guess stay connected is just.
Stay connected.
So they drive you with it.
Nick's head's popping out because he's falling. You're popping it out
Yeah, you're
all
forcing
by
it.
yourself.
I'm literally falling with grace and style, and it's working. Falling, you're just gonna stop. Like Buzz Lightyear, Luke, just come here. Watch that. You guys gotta understand, this is really important. So when he pops it up, and I have my head where I need to, guys, the sit through, nothing else. Look, I'm pulling here, and I'm pulling here. So all I'm gonna, and I'm pushing with my head. We have a tripod, we have a triangle right here, right? Think of judo. What I tell you about the judo? There's the triangle in front of his feet, right? Same freaking thing from this angle. So the sit through and nothing else changes except the sit through. Watch. Nothing else changes except the sit through, okay? I won't even clasp my hands because I don't necessarily need to at this point. Sit through. That's it. And it allows you to not create the space that you're creating to allow him the freedom that he's giving you. Dude, chasing him out, man. He ain't got her back, so it's gonna help. I'm okay. Yeah. I want to take over.
I don't think we're gonna get to go behind 6-3. We'll do go behind this next one.
Yeah, sit through the top. Don't raise your head. Better. It's a little shitty, but it's better now. Crappy. It's a little crappy, but it's better. Hey, and step over the leg too. Remember? If you're over there. Right.
Yeah, Chris.
Chris.
Hey, any questions on anything we did tonight?
I can't remember what it is right now, I'm feeling.
Any questions on anything we did tonight? We're gonna,
Need to hit this.
we can keep going if you want, but it's 6:30, so I was gonna call it here. We can do the go behind next class, or maybe Saturday. Thursday will be more sub heavy, so we might hit the go behind Monday, but if y'all aren't, up to date on the flow, or you don't feel like you are understanding the control, the frequency control, any of that kind of stuff you're fuzzy on right now, or the Army GT mechanics, please go rewatch class from last week, because I'm not gonna cover it again next week. So we can actually move on and build on the stuff. That's why we record right here.
Are you gonna cover this stuff you did tonight another day this week?
No. No, Thursday will be, you know, this is like our A class Monday, and I call it A class, it's position. And B class is Thursdays, and that's submission. So Thursday we'll be going over probably power rest sneakings and some, and the defense of the Army. And then Monday, back up position, we'll probably cover this go behind. But please rewatch class if anything is fuzzy up till this point, or if you have to hear.
Or go behind?
It's just going behind. It'll take me back in this position is the idea.
Oh, transitioning to the back.
Yeah, so up here.
Yeah, and all the entries from there, which is
Yeah. Lots. So there's like, that's why I'm asking you to please catch yourself up. That way, there's so much for the system. We're not gonna get a third of it in this month. We could spend like 4 months on just our headlock system.
100%.
I'm trying to get at least to like 80-20, like the most effective stuff. Taught this month, so we can do something else next month, or we'll just stay off our headlock if y'all want to. All right, your positional tonight is start in the front headlock, but you're not allowed to sub from the front headlock. You're looking to improve your position to mount or back. And then once you secure your mount or back, you can sub. If at any point you get into a neutral position, you reset. All right, you flip. Next person.
I used to have to use that on the 4 rolls too.
Like, when you're going in the valley, you gotta poop first. There's what? This.
You don't know what they want to do.
But after, well, they lose. Yeah. No, I wanna roll with you. You know, that still hurt me because I'm not loose. That's about it. It is. I ain't gonna let you. Oh, I'm gold. I ain't gonna let you. I'm rusty.
So I'm so like.
What you there?
Then you
Yeah, you want.
Uh,
Defense.
we swap it each, like, 6 minutes or.
Yes, sir. Oh, no, just finish with not swapping it.
Summer. Is he really young for two? It's, You're gonna keep doing it. Just feels. All right. And then. Back. This year.
Or from the front headlock, sitting out. Something better than what you got.
Was it? I'm just learning new again. Learning a new. Evolve, that's JC. This day.
From that position.
Freedom.
You take that time at pretty much. Even with.
I know it's interesting.
Jason, okay, excellent. Octopi. Yeah, it might be longer. We're not looking for subs, are we?
Once you have mounted that,
We're doing something different. This is big boy.
if you end up in neutral position, reset. Otherwise, continue improving your.
Is this neutral?
No, you're attacking.
Is neutral or not?
What about second probably neutral, brother?
I don't know. We have a. No, I'm not. Right. Totally, 100%. Smack. Good, no problem. No issue at all. Me, I think. It's not a good one.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. Sorry.
All four of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Legs are sore.
The big bruise there.
Yes, I mean. Shit. Yes, say please. Please.
I think it's funny. You're wrong, let you go. 100%. I put it right around, I put it under. Twice. Yeah. The other time I got a different beer, I go, like, I don't know. I can do it if you are. No, it's like, I don't know if you're old now or gonna say anything. I'm trying to be a dick. In there, put myself in there. Yeah, good, sir. Yeah, sorry, I just don't know, like, I want to shoot in there, maybe just kind of. It's my style right now. If I want to shoot and play hard, I play hard, but right now, it's my first thing. You make me feel bad. I'm not looking to like. Feel unnecessarily. I'm just rolling with you. Well, that's if I'm like flowing, I don't want to just like shoot in there. Shoot in. I'll flow with it. You know what I mean? Like that's what I should do. If we're just worse off, and you're just kind of. No, I should just be careful. When you go in and change it. Just gonna do it. If there's a better base for it, we're gonna do it. No more kids. Yeah, I'm just working so fast over there. But it presupposes that you like. Yeah. Want to be able to get out of it's like for yourself. It's that you got like cool and chilling. Don't go under your arm. I was like, you're not the first place already. You go under, twice. You back. You're better. I'll go. At least one in, one out. At least I missed the high step pass. I was trying to figure out what size your place. I rolled the hips like in more doors. Yeah, I rolled the hips in this. It's like I have to kind of high step and my rainbow. I never got to do the high step. You had something. My ego gets continually refined. You're trying to go back to the faithful. And I rolled around your left. But for some reason, out of here, I wasn't able to high step. You had something. I had the frame of this, should have been beat that, but something else helped me to feel off balance. You sure you were in left guard? Because I ended up here. Not the second time. I think you did a lot of work for us here. So it's been positive to do. All I worked with high step pass. Well, I never high step. I got you off that. Let's go up in the shoulder. But you never in the shoulder though. Well, you were up a little bit, but I had good pressure on it, but I didn't feel. I felt like I was gonna get spent. I don't know. Same with this rain. Well done. Well done. Go.
Yeah, last one, bro. Are you good? Yeah. Okay. Hell. Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's let's take a sip of it else.
Your head okay, JC?
They're still like in the planet, you know. Oh, okay. I just remember that I didn't use.
You know,
It's not just.
just. How you still as demoralizing as everything.
You're better. Just so you know, the thing is, I thought everything is a good plan. You're working off of things you've learned the whole time. You've never been doing that. You've always been some and then fuck it.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm not doing any fuckets right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Everything's intentional.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So whenever you say, yeah, you're approving, thank you. It's obvious, everything's intentional. It's obvious. It's huge, it's huge. Thank you for this. I saw it. I saw how you did it. Not interested.
Oh, no, I'm not gonna have to.
I saw how you did it when I came to the seminar.
Yeah, no.
Keep doing it, Casey. I can break you right now.
I thought this would help me. Okay.
So good enough twice. Just be careful. of it.
We're talking.
You know, I mean, you had it here. Right here. It's simple. You went twice next week.
It's fine. What's this?
No. Give me. What? You'll understand. It's not.
That's what you like before. You roll up over it into a.
Yeah, but elbow deep, like elbow deep chest.
Well, yeah, I never got that far.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't unless you can.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't go that far. Don't even try.
Yeah, you gotta use the head on the inside and go that
You
far.
got it. You got it.
Yeah.
So
If
head
you're
first.
east there, I couldn't.
Yes. It's a window that's just odd. Both arms. But this one, the way you're leaning, I can attack it easier because the angle of this one is hard to attack. You'll pull out. This one, you're out here. So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured I'd keep.
I can see it. I can see you wanting to get your head.
Oh, yeah. You're first, you got,
Your head.
yeah, just put it.
Down, but like.
I should have already made it first. That sounds good.
It's like,
Gravity's on my side.
and I was like, wow.
Also, let me go to my shoulder.
I think it's other than.
So if this is me and I'm coming in, I'm never reaching to where you can get in all this. And see, never. If I come in, it's here. Can you get into it? No. When the head comes in, I can start working with it. But when there's this much space, look at all this I can come. But here, can't. Here's the one spot I grabbed.
That was a modified. Some of us just really are not good enough. Okay.
Yeah.
I was sorry. You gotta go there, kind of one time. You gotta go. I really need to. It's really bad now.
You good? I gotta get this one.
You gotta get done, JC.
I've had some.
It's easy.
Give him a Shark Tank, y'all. Give him, what is it, 9 minutes, JC?
Kind of talk.
On the bell.
Hey, guys, I enjoyed being here with y'all. I'll try to make it again this week. Yeah. Is there a Wednesday class still?
Yeah.
Till next week.
Okay, so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday.
We'll see, good to see you.
Yeah, this schedule's on the door. I won't be here Thursday. It starts next week because I'm doing a month for so. Okay. Literally at that time.
Get your foot out, bud. Forget about everything. Get your foot out.
Doing the Lord's work, doing the Lord's work.
That's right.
Right. All right, man, we'll see, have a good one.
Remove 3 o'clock. Using my shoe.
I can wear these ones that are like,
Oh, no, man. These-
four sizes.
Yeah, it's not my socks.
They're like four sizes.
Come on, get it.
Although you're old,
Yeah. I left it.
I thought I'd like seen those, but every time I see them, I'm thinking. You about grown.
He's growing like 4 inches in the last 2 months.
Really?
Maybe not 4, but I'm sure it looks like. You wake up one day, you see your ass like, what the hell happened?
Dude, they have to make like new ones, it's like talking to somebody who's like,
Yeah, I'm in my socks, fell out of my pants.
why is your voice so thick? Like, what is going on?
Why is your finger on your pants?
I don't know what's about here, Mo.
Totally.
Why is it dragging the ground, Todd?
Why is the water so cold, Dad?
I almost said that at church the other day, that stop, I felt.
That's the best place to say it's true.
Oh, my God.
It's never funnier than at church.
What happened? I thought you were rolling.
It's a minute per person.
Oh. John? Fine.
Hey, Chad, are you a diesel mechanic?
I do work on diesel, I'm about to gas the electric.
Okay. Yeah, I have the smallest oil leak, and I don't know where it's coming from on my Ford.
All right, 6, 7.
6, 7.
All right, you round. All right.
What's that?
Talk to him on something else.
Feed off of each other and their partner.
Stop humping the laser.
And go.
I have any problem. Can you tell where it's leaking from? Like if you're
Man, I can't. You know, it kind of looks like it's everywhere, just because driving down the road, it probably, you know, has just slowly drips all over. But
Oh, my bad.
I can take it to somebody, so that's like, you know, if you did just that, because I'd like to take it. You know, mechanics are, you don't know who you trust, who you can't trust.
Hey, that's.
I felt like I heard people bring it through and kind of dark. Where are you at?
I'm at, no, yeah, it's not uncomfortable, but like.
Ray Daniel?
Yeah.
Oh.
No, it's the guy's floor, it's my shoulder. Hey, at least you get an idea what it did.
Well,
Your truck's just gonna be under warranty, Jim.
oh, no, it's a 19, bro.
Luke was.
It's 6 or 7 years old.
We were playing Forza earlier for that back and stuff. He was wondering what time we'll be back, so I'll be back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna start.
I've gotten into red, yeah, just back in the alley.
Are you just not playing? Second?
The second one. Most important, I haven't got to explore. Yeah, I never got.
Oh, so these are first flexor.
Yeah,
Yeah, just the second.
Yeah. the second one's before the first one, right?
Hey, does that right arm serve a purpose right now?
I thought,
No, you see, the first one.
No, the second.
Your second one is before.
yeah, it's like a prequel.
Yeah.
I bought it and I was gonna play the first one.
I mean, they had to go back in time, so they could go forward.
Yeah, it would have been like,
There you are, backside pass now, walk it through, yep. You gotta control the hip, Jason. The hip, you lost the hip.
What are they gonna do for the sequel, you know?
Food, you ready? Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, guys, go ahead. Keep this a second.
go, Chad!
You hit him,
Yeah.
you hit him.
Yeah, you have that. All right, got. For me.
It's the bumper, it's fine. No, they don't have it. The legs attack. It's brought down low. Yeah. That's 1 year. I appreciate it. You can try. I can teach them how you float. It's like, it's like that's.
Maybe.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, and wide attack. They're- They go anywhere. British. Oh, man. Big one. All right, swap. Oh, you got 3 minutes. It's not firing. I'm not firing right now. You're not? You got it. Yep. Oh, come on. Okay. Yeah. I got 1 minute. Got 1 minute. You? Control your breathing. You good?
That's shit. Oh, like special kind of day tonight though. Damn.
Are you done or?
Yeah.
Or
I gassed way faster than normal.
yeah, you just guess. You are going pretty hard.
I didn't think I was. Maybe I was.
Yeah, like the first 3 you were going harder than usual.
Yeah, they're pretty tense. The first 3, 4.
Just nerves, I guess.
Yeah.
Nerves for pump.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Like, I don't get nervous about anything until it's like literally about to happen. You know what I mean? And I could be like really nervous when I get there, but like it could be the day of and I'm not nervous.
Well, it's that it's the sense of like emotion coming back at you. It's like it's really easy to. It's like when you're about to fight somebody, you're not good at like staying calm, like remaining calm, like their emotions projecting off and then like doing something crazy, but like your body can feel what's about to happen. So, like naturally wants to tense up. Yeah, never mind. Stay calm. Which is really hard.
And we go over an island? Is that the end of the 9 minutes? I didn't get you to it.
Watch that triangle there. Yeah, there you go again. You good look, Cam. Good looks. I saw the vision. Put him in case, so Chad loves cases. Watch that half guard. He's giving you half guard a few times, Chad. Look for it. Don't load yourself in the knee shield. Go around the frame. Yeah. Collapse it, go around it. Knee block, yep. And then climb his back. Oh, anywhere. Remember, he only has to occupy that space by your hip, all right? Good. Two, look, gotta get up, chin up, Chad. Camden. Okay, get your chin on him, okay? There you go. Flatten him out. Stay controlled, Chad. Methodical here. Occupy that hip space with your knee. Continually. Keep that head heavy towards the hip. Collapse that frame. Yeah, I think I have a frame right now, right? Come on, Candy, get up. That's not gonna help you, bro. You gotta get that knee in. Good look, Chad. Good looks. Gotta get your hips in there though. Gotta get your hips closer to him, Chad. You can't finish him right there, bro. Yep. You're pummeling the feet to the inside, Camden. Feet to the inside. That's both of y'all's game right now.
I got you. That's pretty good.
Not ready to use.
Huh?
Not ready to use.
No, I had,
I'm saying, does this work?
I just like, oh, but I don't like to try to pack it.
I'm saying, would this work?
Jen, there?
Yeah.
No.
That would-
Pull your foot to the inside. You should be able to clear your knee.
Me?
Yeah.
What he had my foot. Oh, watch out. Had it like that.
How is he shutting your ability to
I mean, I had his ankle, but he had mine too. Like this ankle, he's got like a.
yeah, y'all understand 50-50. I'm just curious. He actually can finish you right now? You
Well, he
feel
had
like
it.
you can run?
When I was attacking this one, he was extending his leg right now. Yeah, it's like deep field pressure. Like right here.
Oh, when you commit?
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. When you're off that hip, he shouldn't be able to finish you there.
when I'm off that
When
hip.
you're off the hip, yeah, but when you
Yeah,
commit to
if
the
I
hip,
would've got off the hip, I could have alleviated
Okay.
the pressure, but I got rid of the heel hook before he did,
okay.
but he still got me. Like if he wanted to crank on me, he could have got me.
So yeah, boy.
Gotta make some space, Chad. He's crowding you. Give me that inside butterfly, outside butterfly. No, anymore. Walk towards the center line with your knee, Camden. Take your knee. Take your knee towards the center line, Camden. Flatten it back out. That's why you lost that. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Heel toe, head, you can take your head away. Take your head towards the hip and sit here. Look, Chad, you look, force that half guard. You got a frame right now, though. You gotta give him space to give you half guard. Nice, nice. Shift your head. There you go. Oh, can you mount him, Chad? Can you mount him? Can you actually mount him? You can only bench press you so many times.
You good? Yeah. Make it go. Huh? Make it go.
I thought you said you were ready to give up.
I thought you were telling me. Come on, you can do better than that. Break it down.
Roll. Yep, there you go. Use your elbow for a frame, Chad.
You have to wear a mask in here, sir. I think we'll play that game, compadre. I'm practicing for comp.
You're in Ezekiel territory, Chip Camden. Hey, look, this COVID mask transfers very nicely to an Ezekiel. Think about it.
I was trying to arm triangle.
Yeah. Good looks, Chad. That armbar, you just rushed it, Camden. That's all.
You said what?
You just rushed the armbar. They saw that coming.
That's all right. Yes. Yeah. Bro. You too.
I started using that solder, keeping your legs on the inside.
Yeah.
Searching for that one leg.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to tell you when you had it in 50-50.
Oh.
Pizza
Trying to
inside.
beat him.
Yeah. Pizza inside, pizza.
5.
We need cardio, guys.
Yep. All right. Let's go. I had 12 miles. It's not Saturday.
All my cardio is bag work.
It's the 3 for 3 for one. How you doing with both for one, you know?
3 for 3 was that?
Stand up. Going like
You're younger.
half beat.
I say you're younger.
It's good cardio. We don't come out. I'm going like half speed. Trying to go through some time. Let me kill the stream real quick. So they don't have to watch my crappy wrestling. 20 people watching. Wow. 20 people about to see some crappy wrestling. You know what? Screw it. Y'all enjoy this crappy wrestling. They call it practice for a reason.
That's right.
It ain't supposed to look good.
Only way you're gonna become unblind is if you take off the glasses.
Yes, that works.
Oh no, I didn't know what you were doing. I was like, he's about to throw me. I've never seen Camden do a 50% throw. I'm not sure. I don't know if he's capable of it. I was protecting myself.
I was wondering what was going on.
I was like, I feel like I'm about to get thrown. Oh yeah, there's a hip toss. Alright. I'm just going for
So fake hip toss to
what's up?
single leg?
Gosh, Holly. Play the inside. Step. Beating myself the leg.
Here, I'll get try a little bit. I like it might be a few mics down there, but
For you,
yeah, I was like kind of felt it, but I was like,
you just gotta throw your leg a little
I
higher.
you are asking.
Oh. So we're just light rolling, or stand up, light, stand up,
Let's just trade one for one.
one for one.
Yeah, good. You go first. Here.
One bigger.
Yes. Yeah, still as well.
Not enough.
I like to give you maximum. So.
I don't feel like I was selling it really well.
Shit. A bit of a dark century? No, I'm just trying a little throw by, because I think once I get to the throw by territory, down here, I think when you go to posture up, shit has that. Yeah, or I could start for the front headlock there.
So you have darts too.
Yeah, maybe.
Or you gotta have fun.
No, it's a dark. I feel like I could circle to the
Like JC here.
front headlock too. My best friend.
Okay, I was like, what's going on with you? I just like make fun of us.
Boo! Shitty takedown.
And he's going.
What were you guys eating at Saturday, Jason?
Well, we're eating a week now. There's a few restaurants here. We like to go there on Fridays. First, or I get up Saturday night. But sometimes we take the kids there. It's a good place for kids.
That little Italian place was.
Polito's great. Yeah.
You can tell it's homemade. You look like telling.
Oh. That pop my whole back. I got it okay. Scared me.
Your neck?
Yeah, it's like,
Mine does it all the time.
I just spirit anytime something goes over my back.
Same.
That was like one of
That
the
knot,
there's no like,
that knot that's been like right in there.
Yep.
It's been making my neck feel super wobbly.
yeah.
You know, I can tell it's in that spot because when I do my foam rolling and I get on it, bro, talk about higher pressure right there in that lung way. My neck feels, you good?
Yeah, I think so.
You got that discomfort look on your face.
That's good. What's up here? Not good. No, like it's a little tight now, but I'm like, good. I heard you with that.
Like your neck's tight?
Yeah, it's a little tight, but I'm like, I'm I'm thinking back to when I got hurt. Nothing hurt until I was that night, and I didn't sleep. No, it was just terrible. But okay.
When you, bulky disc.
That is the thing though, if something causes you not to sleep, it's like more scarring.
It was like 3 months of just
Oh, that's
sleepless nights. I had to be, I was like oxy, like I was so close to surgery. And now I'm so afraid every time anyone got me, I just don't run from it.
Yeah. I think that's what you're not supposed to do. Not too much though.
Yeah, but even it's also when I'm going to shoot, but I'm trying to shoot a little more.
Yeah.
I shot this in, I'm like, put my own head into your chest, and kind of caught it, but I think, okay, I'm just pushing. Hey, this ain't working.
No, it's not. I don't
I
disagree.
didn't want to sit there.
I don't disagree with you. Didn't work when you got grip on me.
That was a good use of the claw. Claw grip.
Yeah, it did.
Unintentional?
Yeah, it was intentional.
Double shallow grip.
Mhm.
I learned that from Odie the lady.
Yeah, I watched it on, I think it was, I think it may have been BMAC
Okay.
or one of those other guys.
I'm not. I'm just gonna work this.
I think I'm done.
I'm gonna save you one.
Okay. But you're gonna send me a fucking news. Oh, no. You almost made me fart.
Dave Nick was here, and I was like, "You all good, man? Are you ever good?" He's like, "I'll roll with you." I was like, "Yeah."
No, I ought to go my head. They were going mad and ball. He realized different profiles called after that.
I did too, that's why I didn't say anything. I was like, yeah. I was kinda like, I'm gonna let this calm down before I like up waste my thing.
You gotta take care of each other here.
Yeah. Here you go.
And he knows that. Been doing this a long time.
Sometimes your ego gets in the way.
Huh?
Sometimes the ego gets in the way.